During my student engagement program, one student came to me and she asked me, she have all the study tools, everything she have a nice iPad, nice study structure, a separate room. She's following all the study technique like waking up early in the morning, doing 90 minutes of that deep work, active recall, 3-step framework about like just read something and try not to look into the material and just try to focus, just try to remember what you have read and write it down and cross check again with your course material. She's even going to like group study sessions, but she still can't study, and she's feeling so frustrated over her because at the same time her parents are comparing herself with their friend's kid, because how they're excellent doing in their academic life. They're getting a job, they're getting recognition, but your parents, instead of recognizing you or instead of appreciating your efforts, they are indirectly comparing. Then to run away from that pain, you're going to the school, you're going to hang out with your friends, and your friends is also showing up their skills like, oh, the exam was pretty cool and I did this, I'm going on summer vacation, I'm going to this university, I'm going to that university, and you're looking your grades and you messed up, you pretty much messed up all other semester, and now you're in your final semester. If you don't do good well in your final semester project, you're gonna mess up. Fair enough, whatever gone is gone, you can't do anything, and now you're focusing on study, you're focusing on this final year project. You're thinking, fair enough, last semester was bad, but at least I can cover that up. And I know you're genuinely trying, literally you're genuinely trying to make that things up, make like get those good grades and having a good life. But again, a wave of anxiety is hitting you, wave of that like the emotional baggage which you have been carrying is blocking your all attention, and suddenly you started feeling choking inside your chest. You can't breathe, you can't focus, and now instead of you studying, what are you doing? Just to avoid that pain, what are you doing? You're going on mobile, you're scrolling, you're going on internet, you're talking to the friend, and you're telling yourself, I'm not feeling well at the moment, well, I will do it later. And genuinely, trust me, you're trying again, you're trying to study later, but then same situation happening over and over again, over and over again. Well, this is not only you alone, this is exactly happened to the student who reached out to me in my student engagement program. And that few years ago, I was pretty much same. The similar situation used to happen to me as well. Because before coming to Australia, I remember I always had a fear of failing the exam because I came here on scholarship, and my scholarship condition was too strong. Like if I fail one subject, then I have to repay them all the amount they have spent on me. So I was not allowed to fail any subject. So that pressure, the constant pressure that I have to perform well, constant pressure of meeting parents' expectations, constant pressure of you being nice in your friends and I wanted to achieve something in your life. But no one is teaching us how to deal with the situation which is not related to the study, but the situation of fear, comparison, rejection, how to deal with your emotional needs are not met. And while we study, those all things are real in their life and they're gonna disturb you, but no one teaches us how to deal with those emotions. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to deal with those emotions, and that's what I have been doing to lots of students. My student Pahal, so she came to me 1 year ago, and she wanted to get the 90% marks, but after following my framework, she actually got 91%, which is 1% beyond her expectations. So what Pahal was doing initially, and what she's doing after following the framework, how she could able to manage to getting that desired percentage. So here's the snapshot of the Pahal, and evidence as well that she got the 91% mark. But yes, I'm going to talk about what most of us are doing wrong and how we can get out of that loop and how we can stay present in the moment. Understand, whenever you try to study, or what your brain does, your brain is trying to recall the memory the amount of time you have been studying. For example, I always had a fear of the math because math was very, very, very scary subject for me. Because in my first semester of my diploma, I was not feeling well and I couldn't perform well and I failed my math subject. However, all my friends, they got H1, nice marks, and they proceed to the next semester. However, I proceed to the next semester as well, but with the backlog. And backlog, trust me, is not a good thing to deal with it. It's like you have your 5 subjects, and along with that, you have to study one more subject. It was not a good thing. And since I was adding more subject on my plate, on top of that, my parents was comparing me to the random guy who used to live in my society. And then that guy's mom used to talk shit on me, and I had to deal all those emotions. And I was so scared. I was so scared, thinking that what if I fail the exam again? And what if my dad got mad at me? Or what if I don't get the future life, like, the future life which I wanted? But hey, look, I'm sitting at the Melbourne University at the moment without paying $0, getting a fully funded scholarship, living my best life. And the thing which I did is literally trying to be in a present moment. I did not let those thoughts bother me anymore. I acknowledge, yes, there is a comparison. Yes, there is a competition. Yes, these are my bottleneck area where I pay lots of energy. I just understand where to put my energy properly. So let's understand how to put your energy properly, and then we will go step by step. Step number 1. Let's take an example. If you're studying for the maths, you are going to get this all unpleasant memory in your head, how badly you perform in maths. You're going to remember how you were preparing for the maths. You literally didn't sleep for a whole night. Next day, you're sitting in the examination, you saw the question paper, and you completely went blank. And when you completely went blank, that time you couldn't focus, you couldn't breathe, and you already assume what's the outcome is gonna be about your maths test. And you consider that maybe you're just gonna get like pass, just sake of getting pass, and what's your dad is gonna tell you. And you're replaying those whole stories, and you're like, having some painful sensation in your body, right? So that was a memory from the past. What our brain does, similar memory it brings on the surface on our brain, which is called cognizing part. Whenever you do the study, it cognizes the information. Yes, Tushar is studying at the moment. Next part is recognizing the pattern. Your brain is recognizing now, oh, in the past I have tried to study maths, but I did not do well in maths. So that time, what emotion you were experiencing, that emotion is going to come back, is going to scare you. But trust me, that emotion is not real. It's just a memory associated with it. It's just one of your bad experience, and in your head, you're telling yourself that's your fate. You can't do it well, but that's not reality. It's just a it's just a unpainful, oh sorry, it's just a painful memory which is trying to distract you. But whenever you think about that memory, then it's gonna give you some feeling of uncomfortness, or maybe scary feeling. So our brain is designed in such a way, whatever we feel unsafe, our brain tries to protect us from that unsafe feeling. So what it does, when we do like unsafe, when we feel unsafe about something, right? So when we feel unsafe about something, our brain try to find these shortcuts, which is called the coping mechanism, to run away or get out of the situation. So we go on Instagram, we scroll, but we're not dealing with this. We're not dealing with the what the situation is presenting. We're just getting scared of the memory which has happened in the past, and it has nothing to do with reality. So next time, whenever you're in the situation, while you're studying and when you're having the mental blockage, I want you to take a deep breath as much as you can, like this. Exhale through your mouth. Let it out, literally let it out. That's what I exactly did. That's what Pahel did, and that's what many people is going to do in my course as well. So breathe in, breathe out. You have to do that a couple of times, maybe 6 to 7 times. then in such a way, what you're doing, you are getting detached from the thought. The thought was scaring you off. Now the intensity of the thought is reduced. Now what you're doing, you're opening the book and you're focusing on your respiration. Just breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. It's literally very simple. I'm not going to ask you to do something which is extremely impossible, because guys, I know you guys already struggling to study, and if I add more stuff to do, it's not going to be that feasible. So we're going to try, we're trying to focus on the things which are extremely feasible for you to work on it. So just try that. Just focus on your respiration. Whenever there is a thought, instead of giving importance to the thought, because the nature of thought is come and go, you're focusing on your respiration, right? And whenever you feel like getting pulled by those thoughts, you're slowly coming back without blaming yourself or without getting mad at yourself, and slowly you're breaking that pattern. Second thing, what I do is take like a minimum break within 15 minutes, every 15 minutes. And third, if I'm getting like extremely getting pulled by those thoughts and those emotions and I don't want to study, I literally don't go on social media. I tell myself, okay, I'm having urge to go on social media at the moment, but I will wait to open my Instagram app at least after 60 seconds of delay. And once you do 60 seconds, then tell yourself, okay, how about I open my Instagram after 30 seconds? And then after 30 seconds, how about I open my Instagram after 15 seconds? And if you keep delaying this, your brain understands, oh, you are just like impulsively reacting to escape from the situation which is not even real. Because what you're doing of delaying, delayed gratification, what you're doing over here, you're giving a little bit time to your brain to understand how you used to take the impulse decisions, but now you're not doing that anymore. So your brain is becoming more brave, more calmer, and slowly return back to the study. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll